All right. Well, my guest is here today. She's an expert wardrobe specialist. She transforms the appearance, wardrobe, and closets of women. She is passionate about transforming the appearance of women, and she's the owner of Opulent Elegance that exudes fashion and style. So, y'all know that is right up my alley. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the Paula G Show, Sharon D. Cooper, aka the Transformer.
Hi, Paula. How are you?
I am wonderful. I woke up this morning, so I am just a happy woman.
I heard that.
Yes, yes, yes. Well, I am so excited to have you on the show. You have your own business, Opulent Elegance. You're known as the transformer, transforming women's wardrobes and their style and so forth. And, I have a question for you as to how all of this got started.
Hi. Well, earlier you were talking about prayers answered and
Hmm.
things happening in your life that you don't even expect.
Yeah.
And up well over 25 years ago, someone walked in and shared with me about an opportunity to sell an upscale line of women's fashions, and I didn't even know that existed. I went, took a look at the business. I was so excited and
Wow.
never even knew I wanted to be an entrepreneur.
Mm.
But I was like a kid in a candy store, Paula, and I got so excited. And from there, the journey started. And I started selling the clothes, and
Hmm.
then I thought, well, I can go in and show people how to wear their clothes and get mileage out of their wardrobe and get rid of all of that stuff in their closet.
Yeah. Wow. Wow. So what? And I know you can understand the statement. What do you say when you walk in a room and you haven't opened your mouth? What do you say?
Well, I feel I'm very confident that I
Hmm.
say I am
Hmm.
confident, I am a woman,
Hmm.
I am classy, I
Mm.
am me.
I am a woman. I am confident. I am classy. I am me. And it's so interesting that you say that because I always pose the question to my audience, what is your I am? What is your I am? And, I always say that words have power. And when you speak those words over yourself, they really have power. So when you walk into the room, I am classy. I am elegant. What else are you sharing?
I am confident.
I
I'm
love it.
me.
Yes.
You have to be confident in who you are. And unfortunately, it's our outer appearance that people see first.
Yes.
And they make decisions about you and know nothing about
Right. Because they're looking on the outside and not seeing
you.
what's
Exactly.
on the inside. And that statement alone is you can, that can be multiple conversations because you can go so many different ways with that. But for the purpose of our conversation and what we're discussing in regard to what's underneath, why is starting with a good foundation so important?
Hmm. It's like building a house, Paula.
Mhm.
You know that you have to have a solid foundation in order for that house to stand. And in addition to everything else I do, I also am a professional bra fitter. So I help women to build a good foundation in the undergarments that they wear because it doesn't matter how expensive or inexpensive something is that you're wearing.
Mhm.
If your undergarments aren't correct, your whole look is incorrect.
That is so important. That is so important. I think in today's society we've gotten so far away from that.
Oh, I totally agree with
We've
you,
gotten
and
so far away from it.
absolutely. I think in society now, I call it a generational shift of
Mhm.
how things are changing. And we know that the dress code is changing in the workforce. You can come to work and be comfortable, you can come to work and be casual. But when it comes to your undergarments, that's
Mhm.
what they are, undergarments, and
Undergarments.
not to be shown on your
Right.
outer.
Exactly. Exactly. I can remember growing growing up, and if your slip is hanging or something, your grandmother or somebody, would tell you that your slip is hanging, and I remember hearing, your the undergarments, or if a strap was showing, your undergarments are just that, undergarments. Keyword
Ex-
under in the
exactly.
phrase undergarments. So go ahead. Go ahead.
Well, what I was going to say is
Mhm.
that I feel it's very important that when you get dressed in the morning, that you make sure you look in the mirror before you go out the door.
Mhm.
But it's very important that you are wearing foundation that accentuate and hold together a lot of what's going on with our bodies.
Mhm. Yes.
So it's just really important that if you have large hips, they're not shaking all over the place.
Mhm.
And we don't have an excuse because there's a garment out there for everything.
A garment for everything. Wow. We just have to seek it, find it.
Exactly. And when
Mm.
you put it on and take a look, then you look at yourself and you think, wow. And
Mhm.
that's what I do in bra fittings. Oh my gosh, I could tell some stories.
Mhm.
But when you are fitted in the correct size bra
Mhm.
and it gives you comfort, a good fit, and for free you get the gift of lift,
Mm. That is a
now
gift.
it's a gift. And there's a
That's a
lot of
gift.
us that need the gift.
Yes, Lord. Years and babies. I know the men are like, this is like TMI, TMI. I'm sorry, gentlemen. But
But as
years and
quiet as
babies.
it's
Yes,
kept, but as
yes.
quiet as it's kept, Paula,
Mhm.
men want their women to look good too.
Yes, this is true. I agree with you on that. And ladies, you've got to hear that as well. When you are out with your man, your part of your job, I believe, is to look good for him. You want to look good because men like to show off their women. So you
But
want him to be proud.
but Paula, even if you're single,
Yes,
when you're single, you never know who you're going to run into.
that is true too.
That saying about first impressions are
Mhm.
important because you never get a second chance to make a first
To
impression.
make a first impression, that is so true. That is so very true. So the undergarments are so important. Like you said, you at the top of the show, when you walk into the room, what are you saying when you walk into the room? And your undergarments are important in that statement of what you say when you walk into the room.
Because
And
it's going to reflect how that outer garment is fitting you. And that's
yes,
what people see before they talk to you,
right before you even open your mouth. Yes,
before you
because
open your mouth.
unfortunately, the saying, you shouldn't or can't judge a book by its cover, but like you said, first impressions, really, really matter. So we're talking about what statement we're making when we walk into the room and how important our undergarments are and the fit and what that says about us. And you mentioned that you are a professional bra fitter. Can you be? Is there such a thing as being classy and comfortable? Can you be classy and comfortable?
Oh, absolutely. Because our dress codes have changed,
Mhm.
because we're in a generational shift,
Yes.
people tend to now want to be more comfortable. And in the workforce, they've allowed it. It used to be dress down Friday. Now
Mhm.
it's dress down every day.
Every day. Yes.
So even when you go to work or just go out and you
Mhm.
want to be comfortable, you can still be classy just by having whatever you're wearing in a pulled together look. So if you are going into the office and jeans are an acceptable garment to wear to work.
Yes.
Now, I'm like you, I'm old school, so I'm always a notch above.
Yes.
However, if you're going to wear your jeans, wear a nice blouse or a a shirt if
Mhm.
you're a man.
Mhm.
But throw a jacket on top of that. Jackets give you power.
Mm.
And it doesn't have to really be a fancy jacket,
Yes.
but just look at yourself in the mirror when you have on your top and your bottom, and then when
Mhm.
you throw the jacket on top of it. Bam.
Mm. Yes.
It
Yeah,
changes the whole look.
you said now you mentioned you if you have jeans, a nice shirt if you're a man, are there any aspects of your business that cater to the men as well? Because I
Un-
got questions. I got some feedback when I posted earlier with my workout. I got some feedback. So I'm trying to get out of
Unfortunately,
trouble.
unfortunately, my niche is women.
It's for the women. Okay.
However, if
Mhm.
there are men out there that would like that service, I do have colleagues that would be able
Oh,
to
okay.
accommodate.
Well, we're going to have one of your colleagues on or more of your colleagues on to have this
Absolutely.
same conversation for the men because yeah, they got me this afternoon on that one. They got me on that one. So we're being conscious of our undergarments. We're starting with a good foundation. We are making a statement when we walk into the room, and we're being classy but comfortable. Maybe a pair of jeans, a nice blouse or shirt if you're a man, putting a jacket over it as well. I know a lot of times we hear someone stands in their front of their closet, got a closet full of clothes, and they say, "I don't have anything to
Anything to
wear."
wear.
And I believe that you do a marvelous job of helping women to transform their existing wardrobe. Can you speak to that?
Oh, absolutely. It's one of the services that I provide that I
Mhm.
am most passionate about. I love going into the closet and really helping my clients to make sense of
Mm.
all of that stuff that they have in their closet.